What should we ask the tarot today? I have my Ask the Tarot Love and Abundance Edition Oracle deck that I designed myself. There is a link in the bio to a couple of different decks that I've designed and also to private readings. But in the meantime, what should my priority be right now? Let's pull a couple of Oracle and then we're going to move on to Tarot. So Spirit, for the viewer, what should the viewer's priority be right now? What do we need to know? Ooh, there's something clandestine, something secret. Keeping something a secret. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got calmness. So something to keep secret. There's a very calm essence around this. And let's pull some tarot. I absolutely love this deck, but I use it so rarely when I do collective readings because it's so large. It's actually really hard for me to shuffle. So Spirit, for the viewer, what should be the viewer's priority right now? Let's take the top three cards. Got the Hanged Man. I'll move that one to the side. We've got the Moon and we've got the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have got the Four of Cups. The message that I'm totally getting from these cards are that there is this need to move in silence and to hold your visions close. Avoid oversharing your plans or emotional process with others, especially those who might not understand or support your direction. So there's something that's sacred forming beneath the surface that still needs to incubate without interference. I have always particularly loved how the oracle cards seamlessly echo the messages of the tarot. And we can see that these two cards, the clandestine card and the moon card, they go hand in hand. On the clandestine, we see this carved triskel on a standing stone. And to me, I was the designer of this, but it always reminds me of a very druid type feeling, that of ancient portals. And with this triskel, it feels like there is some God-given energy that is being downloaded to you. We can see that there is this single mushroom that is growing beside it, and this is a very quiet symbol of hidden growth and secret knowledge. So this card, it speaks of concealed power, of something that is being carefully protected beneath the surface, awaiting divine timing. The moon card, it mirrors this energy perfectly. We can see that there's a dog and a wolf that are howling up at the moon. And this actually represents the tamed and the wild parts of you, both drawn to the same mystery. If I bring this card a little bit closer to you, you can see that there is a path that runs between these two stones. And it is saying that this path is being illuminated for you. And it's being illuminated with your intuition. So right now, it feels like you are being called to trust your intuition more than what you are seeing on the surface. There's something sacred that is taking shape. But for now, it must remain quiet and protected and divinely led. The next two cards that I see coming together are the Calmness card and the Hanged Man card. I have to cover the Hanged Man like this. Okay, we'll do it like this. Now, to me, they carry the same energy in this particular instance. We can see that there's the key words here, and that is composure, tranquility, free from disturbance. And then within it, we see this illustration of valerian root, and this is known for soothing the nervous system and helping you rest. And this card, like the Hanged Man, is about intentional stillness, not being stuck, not choosing to rush. In the tarot, we can see that there's this man that is suspended from a tree, and I know you can't see the whole picture, but I'm hoping that you can see that he is not struggling. He is in surrender. He is gaining a higher perspective and waiting until the timing is truly aligned. There was something that I absolutely saw in the background. Let me do it like this. It's like the full Monty on this page. What I saw in the background here really caught my eye. I don't know if you can see, there is a scythe that is laying on the ground, and then we can see that there's a harvest. So this person, he knows that there's a harvest coming. The fields of poppy and wheat, they say prepare but do not reveal, wait and do not push. I'm really getting a sense of timing for this, not only with the harvest, but also with the moon card. So the word month, it comes from the word moon. And so I'm feeling at this moment, there is something about a 1 month cycle. There's something significant that is unfolding over the next month. And your role is very much to stay quiet and composed and to let it rise in divine timing. It feels like this is a very sacred point of preparation for you. It feels like you've maybe received a lot of downloads, a lot of intuition, but the action must maybe be withheld until it's truly aligned. And I'm feeling that that is potentially happening within a month. In the traditional tarot, the Six of Swords is usually a card that speaks about movement and transition and emotional recovery, often interpreted as moving into calmer waters. But in this particular deck, the imagery is quite striking, and I feel it's a little bit more complex. So we can see that there is a man and a woman seated in the boat, and they are surrounded by swords, but all of the swords are laying down. That is not typically the case. Typically, they are all in the upright position. And one of the things I'm really drawn to is this character in the back here, this figure in the back steering the vessel. So he seems like he's cloaked in shadow. To me, it almost has this grim reaper kind of essence, a guide from the in-between. And I feel like this guide really represents the unseen forces that are helping you cross from one reality into another. We can see that the image, the sky, has this yellow gold appearance to it, and this suggests that there's an awakening or there's clarity on the horizon, and you're still in these deep green waters of uncertainty. So to me, this feels like a soul journey, not necessarily a physical one. And what's profound in this is that you're not the one that's rowing. The journey is being guided, and just like these swords that are not up for battle, you are meant to surrender. Essentially, you're being told to go with the flow, just as you are with this moon card and this body of water. And this directly links us back to the calmness and to the Hanged Man card, all of which have urged stillness and patience and divine timing. And it also echoes the clandestine energies, which say that not everything is going to be revealed yet. And you are not meant to be sharing what you're carrying or planning. You're moving, and spirit is the one that's doing the steering. As always, I like to remind you that this is a collective reading, and therefore it is not meant to resonate with everyone. And if you would like your own private reading, there is a link in my bio. But this particular reading is going to be for someone who has received a very powerful inner knowing and is being told to wait, to let this transformation gestate, and to trust that the path is unfolding, even if the waters seem uncertain or even ominous like they do in this particular card. It feels like you are being ushered toward your next chapter, and it's going to require your surrender. You can find the link in my bio to private readings. I have same day and soul contract readings and many others. For those of you that have ever been